Non-executive chairman of Bharat Financial Inclusion, and he's joining us on a phone line right now. Sir, good morning. Great to have you here. Prashant this side. Could you talk to us, sir, what is going on the ground in Maharashtra and in Uttar Pradesh, sir? Because those are the two states which are the most under focus as far as your business is concerned. What's happening on the ground, sir?
I'll talk of the sector because company specific it would be appropriate that the MD talks.
Okay.
But I would only say that we have put 4 days back our figures in public domain. They are not bad for 2-3 reasons, I would say. We are the lowest cost microfinance institution in the country. We charge 19.75. We are probably the only sub 20% charging a lender in the rural microfinance institutions. The second is that disbursements are affected. I would say disbursements are affected because of traditionally all disbursements used to be through cash, and non-availability of cash has indeed affected disbursements. These two states, there is some impact, but the impact varies from microfinance institution to microfinance institution based on their local strength. If a slightly larger MFI probably has a better recovery because the people see it as a larger organization and a continued organization. Smaller MFIs are likely to have a greater impact.
Okay.
I would say probably the Maharashtra impact is in the last portion. UP, some more time is to be allowed.
Okay. Mr. Ravi Kumar, can you just detail for us how much have collections reduced in Maharashtra and UP for the industry plus for Bharat Financial separately?
No, I would only say that the collections on a whole, the larger an organization, the larger is the monthly repayment or weekly repayments, and all MFIs are trying to redeploy recoveries for lending because fresh cash is not available. So for somebody like us, if I say our monthly disbursements are about 1,500 crores, these are today about 50-60%. We have already put in public domain that between 8th November when the demonetization was announced till the date of release, 15th of December, I would say that we have done just under 1,000 crores of disbursements from recoveries. Therefore, I would say we may not be representative of the industry. That's something which has to be separately analyzed. The others could have been more impacted if the monthly collections and recoveries were of lower order.
From the 8th of November to the 15th of December, 1,000 crore disbursement only via collections.
Only via collections. This is pan-India.
And what would that be the only disbursement approximately?
Maharashtra and UP have about a 20% share. So you can say somewhere around that figure would be for Maharashtra and UP, maybe lower, not higher.
No, I was asking if when you say only through disbursement, I mean actually cash otherwise has not been available. So one can assume that
this,
yes.
Till about 12 days back, you could not draw cash beyond 50,000 rupees.
Yes.
That relaxation has happened, but banks have not implemented because banks don't have cash.
Right. Just one more clarification. In your first answer, you said UP falls in the latter category and Punjab in the former. What was, could you clarify that?
No. UP and Maharashtra. Maharashtra, I said because...
Sorry, UP and Maharashtra. You said Maharashtra in the latter and...
Maharashtra, the elections, the third phase is on,
right.
The local elections. And we believe that pain which is arising out of pain is twofold. One arising out of impact of demonetization and one arising out of the political compulsions arising out of the local elections. So I'm saying the political compulsions impact arising out of local elections in Maharashtra is nearing end.
Okay, so you think that maybe collections would have been higher if in case these political compulsions weren't there?
Yes, if you see in the weeks succeeding 8th November, initially almost everybody, the collections fell close to 30% and we went back to 97-98%.
Okay, just a quick follow-up, Mr. Ravi Kumar, with regards to the collections in Maharashtra and UP then, how much has it fallen quantitatively for the entire industry? Are they down, say, 50% at this point in time? 40%, 30%? Quantify it for us. And how much are you expecting a recovery, maybe, say, start of 2017?
I would not be able to speak for the industry. MFIN and or Sadhan would be better placed for that.
Okay.
I would only say that you need to differentiate between rural microfinance institutions and urban microfinance institutions. My feeling is that in rural microfinance institutions, the recoveries are better than the urban microfinance institutions. The second portion is the political impact is greater in rural microfinance institutions than in urban microfinance institutions. In some cases, for example, one of the urban microfinance institutions in the process of becoming a bank had said immediately after the demonetization impact, I think within 10 days when they were on a call with investors, that their recoveries had come down to 30%. So therefore, it is quite difficult to say each of them how they were impacted. It has to do with their local strength.
Mr. Ravi Kumar, you made an important statement. I want to just dig a little deeper. You said that the impact in Maharashtra, one is demonetization, the other is political compulsions. You said the impact because of political compulsions in Maharashtra is nearing its end. That's what you said.
Yes.
But that is because elections are coming to a close. We are in phase 3.
Phase 3, correct.
So, but what about things like SIT being constituted and things like that?
You must understand that the microfinance institutions are broadly into two categories. Those which are regulated by RBI and those which are not regulated by RBI. The ones which are regulated by RBI are classified as NBFC, MFIs. They are a sub-segment of non-banking finance companies. I don't think any state government would interfere with the manner other than raising with RBI if there are any infractions by NBFC, MFIs. The greater impact would be on the non-NBFC MFIs operating in the state. Having said that, I would only say that one, ours is the lowest cost lending. Therefore,
no, Mr. Ravi Kumar, you're saying that at best the state, according to you, the state government would approach the RBI, and if they had any complaints
against NBFC MFIs.
Yes. Yes.
The non-NBFC MFIs not regulated by RBI, they can take direct action.
Right. No, I mean, so you would fall in the former category. I'm saying if...
Yes, that's my belief.
Yes. So, has there been any movement at all on that front? I mean, have you heard anything? Nothing from the RBI?
Nothing.
Okay, just one
nothing that I know of.
Just by that same token, sir, since elections in UP are only now going to happen, by that same token, risks related to political compulsion in UP will only start rising now. By that same logic, as you said, in Maharashtra, they are finishing because elections are finishing.
I know, yes. But if you see, even in UP, it has not been widespread. It has been, I would say, restricted to some pockets. The number of districts given in UP and the number of affected districts, the proportion is not large. And it has not increased. Though all of us are wary, all the microfinance institutions as well as NBFCs are wary. But I would say that at this stage, there are no signs that it is getting accentuated.
Okay. Sir, when will there be some provisions to these risks according to you? Because, you can recognize at around 150 days, post demonetization, which kicked in as well. So what would happen, one, to providing for these risks in the PNL itself, and plus recognizing these asset quality risks?
Actually, this is twofold. One is a large number follow the Reserve Bank of India guidelines, which means at the end of 90 days, you look at income recognition on the basis of the income recognition norms. You stop recognizing incomes where the repayments have not happened for 90 days. Beyond that, asset classification, because once you stop recognizing income, you also classify the asset as a substandard asset. And based on the recoverability, you make provisions over a 2-3 year period. In case of MFIs, rural MFIs, it could be shorter, say maybe 1.5 to 2 years. But there are individual organizations, I can say for again BFIL, Bharat Financial Inclusion, that if we have overdues beyond 180 days, we provide fully.
So
we are far more stringent. But then what happens is, if we do not, last time around when the APMFI Act happened, we did not take the CDR mechanism and other safety nets which are offered by RBI and the system, but we we worked ourselves through the business and recovered. It is a call which we will have to take somewhere in February, March, because the 90-day period would end towards the end of February.
Okay, so realistically, we're going to see anything in terms of asset quality pain would be, say, probably first quarter of FY17.
Yes, not earlier than that. In most cases, at least in most cases.
Mr. Ravi Kumar, just one last question, sir. Are you in touch with your investors? I mean, the stock has taken a big beating.
Yes,
I mean, I'm
we are
sure
in
that
touch
they are
with
calling you, but
investors,
are you
and I think we are probably the only one or the among the few who is putting out very detailed information for the benefit of everybody as to what is happening. Having said that, stock market performance, I don't come from the category that stock markets reflect the state of economy. They are at best one of the indicators. Having said that, we are not ignoring it. We are in continuous touch with the investors. Our long-term investors have stayed with us.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ravi Kumar. Appreciate you taking our call, speaking with us and clarifying in some detail as to what is going on the ground. Thanks indeed. That is the non-executive chairman of Bharat Financial Inclusion with those details. The stock's come off. It was up almost 7% when we started the conversation. It's up 5.5% now. So a couple